ओके सो जिम वर्कआउट वर्सेस होम वर्कआउट, अगर जो जिम नहीं जा सकता घर पे 2-4 इक्विपमेंट्स रख के कैन दे मीट, कैन दे मीट
Absolutely. I mean, we all are proof to it. When lockdown
when
happened,
lockdown happened?
yes, there were some people who, definitely gained weight or whatever, but there were some people who got in the best shape of their life. लोगों ने अपनी balcony में marathon भागा है.
Oh really?
मतलब you can imagine, इतनी छोटी balcony है, वहाँ पर steps count करते करते they've ran a half a marathon.
Oh.
So people, see,
Amazing.
the human being is a super intelligent, super adaptive species.
प्लस इतनी सारी तो एक्सरसाइजेज हैं जो हम अपने बॉडी वेट से ही कर सकते हैं.
Exactly. So my thing is, as long as you're following a good program,
Yeah.
a structured program, as long as you're following a structured eating plan,
Yeah.
you will see the results. Yes, home workouts do have some limitations. जैसे suppose even we trained at home. There was no other choice. Of course, we had a little bit more weights and we put a squat stand and everything. Lekin after a point, I needed the machines. I needed heavier weights. Now we can't get that at home. So then when lockdown ended, we moved to the gym. So people who know what to do, home workouts are fantastic. But जिसको थोड़ा और करना है, then of course the gym is also there. So I don't really see which is better. Both are amazing. It just depends on your goal a little bit more. कि gym would probably work a little bit better for you compared to the home workouts, but otherwise they both are amazing.
Being inconsistent with the gym is I'll put it other way around. Being consistent with home workouts is much better than being inconsistent with the gym workout.
See,
is that true?
हम लोग ने habit की बात की. अगर exercising, like I tell people, I love working out. I don't like working out. I love working out.
Same here.
But at the same time, I used to be the person कि अगर एक दिन miss हुआ तो I used to go crazy. I used to get irritated. I used to get frustrated.
Okay, back then.
Like this is probably 3-4 years back.
Okay.
But somewhere, because of all the mind practices, all the practices which Vrinda gives, all the pranayams and everything, whatever we've been doing, somewhere we've realized that एक दिन अगर जिम नहीं हुआ तो there's nothing wrong. It's absolutely okay. But the habit will make you train, whether you are in the gym, whether you are at home. You will find a way. Absolutely. But you won't obsess about it. कि अगर नहीं हो रहा, कोई है ही नहीं option, it's okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. But if you can, like, say, whenever we go on a holiday, we try and make sure that there's a gym in the hotel. But now, like, say, we go for a trek. We did the Annapurna base camp or the Everest base camp. You can't expect a gym over there.
Of course.
So mentally, you also have to kind of prepare yourself कि 12 दिन 15 दिन नहीं होने वाला gym. So be okay with it. That is also very important. So जहाँ पर it's possible to make arrangements, you do.
You do that.
But you don't go out of the way, making everything weird and obsessing about it. That is wrong. तो home workout अगर नहीं हुआ कोई problem नहीं. मतलब अगर gym नहीं हुआ तो home पे कर लिया. अगर home नहीं तो gym पे.
One more question which I get very frequently is morning में workout करना चाहिए या फिर evening में करना चाहिए? To which what I tell my clients or my audiences कि आपको जब सूट करता है आप तब करो. अगर आपको मॉर्निंग वर्कआउट सूट ही नहीं करता और आप ज़बरदस्ती उठ रहे हो तो आप सस्टेन नहीं कर पाओगे. लाइकवाइज जो आपके लाइफस्टाइल को सूट करता है, जो आपके रूटीन को सूट करता है, वो करो. बट आई वांट टू हियर फ्रॉम यू व्हाट इज़ द टेक्निकल, लाइक क्या ऐसा कुछ है कि कोई मॉर्निंग वर्कआउट इज़ बेटर देन इवनिंग वर्कआउट या व्हाट्स योर से?
इसके एक दो अलग पर्सपेक्टिव्स है. वन तो डेफिनेटली ट्राई एंड बी इन सिंक विद नेचर.
या
व्हेन यू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग, योर बॉडी इज naturally ready to push.
Okay.
So ideally, if you can work out in the morning, nothing like it. Another thing, if you work out in the morning, वहाँ पर ना कोई phone calls आने वाले, ना कोई work meetings है, तो you kind of, it doesn't come in between of anything.
Yeah.
Now, working out in the evening, I've read somewhere this whole genetic testing and everything. I don't know how much I agree with it or I don't agree. We'll read about it more and see. But it says that some people respond to exercise better in the morning. some people respond to it better in the evening. That can be true, but what it doesn't say is how late in the evening.
Yeah.
So that evening could either be 4, 4:35, or it could be, then I think after 7 o'clock is night. It's not really evening.
Yeah.
And whatever your genetic code is, I'm pretty sure that as a human being, your body actually starts winding down towards sunset. Naturally, it wants to start going to sleep. So at that point, if you are going to force it to go completely against the rhythm,
Exactly.
the body is not that weak. It's not going to say, okay, no, I'm not going to do it. It will still do it, but
But your
you will have to
serotonin
face the
levels-
consequences of that. Then erratic sleep, because see, you've done a workout, your nervous system is all fired up, your sympathetic nervous system is all fired up. Now for you to come back and relax
Relaxed
and everything,
state.
it takes too much time. You're not doing any practices to do that either. Neither are you doing that. So automatically when you go to sleep, you're not going to get the best sleep that you could. So evening mein karna hai, karo. Around, say, I would say maybe latest, maybe 6 o'clock, depending on what time you're going to sleep. But again, you also have to consider lifestyle. So if some people, unfortunately, there's a very big population who works at night.
Exactly.
It's probably the worst thing you can do for your body, but there's no choice.
In that case, your
In that case,
morning
you will-
becomes your evening.
Exactly. In that case, you change things around and you do all the other things that will help you negate the side effects of working out, of staying up late at night.
Correct. Like take longer, deeper sleep.
Deeper sleeps, you do your pranayams, you do all of that, because at the end, because this you can't ignore. You can't say, I'm not going to work because at night because I don't feel right. You don't have a choice over there. But at least for the time being, while you're doing a night shift, till something better comes along, तब तक तो आप अपनी meditation, अपनी guided meditation, अपने प्राणायाम, जो भी mind practices हैं, to minimize the side effects, वो तो कर सकते हैं.
Right, yeah.
Yesterday only I spoke to a client of mine, this new client, and he had a break of 1.5 years. He wants to get back into it, but he used to work out in the evening.
Okay.
So I said, now that we're starting fresh, let's try something different. I said, firstly, we're not going to start with a full workout. For this 1 week, I just want you to go down in your building and just walk for 10 minutes. But in the morning. He anyways wakes up at 6:30.
Okay.
So he said, that's not a problem. I'll plan my day according to this. I said, great. You have the flexibility of that. That's good. It's not like he's waking up at 11 and then saying, I'm going to plan everything. He's waking up quite early. And I said, let's do that. Let's do that for a week. Let's just wake up in the morning, go down and walk only for 10 minutes. And he's a proper marathon runner.
Okay.
I said, एक हफ्ते में, एक महीने में marathon या 10K, 12K शायद नहीं होने वाला. But let's at least begin. Let's start with small steps, something, because when you're starting something new, the body and the mind both need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
आप उसे ज़्यादा changes दोगे तो वो एकदम हिल जाएगा. So he messaged me in the evening saying, I did it. I woke up at 6:30. I woke up at 6:15. I woke up 15 minutes earlier. And I went down and I walked for 10-15 minutes. And it was great.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll probably walk for a little bit longer. When you make people understand with the right logic and the right points, they understand. And when you give them small things to do.
Gradual shift.
Gradual shift, slowly. जैसे मैं उसको बोला, आपने program का pay किया है. We're not starting the program yet. We'll start it in a week's time. But पहले ये week, because मैं आपको बोलूँगा कल से आप जिम जाओ, 1 घंटे का वर्कआउट करना, आप बोलोगे मैं 1.5 साल मैंने वर्कआउट नहीं किया, मैं शाम को करता था, अभी आप सुबह. It's too much.
Yeah.
That's where half the people who join a gym, beginners, they go overload of information. Give me one thing to do at a time. Diet भी करना है, ये भी करना है, ये भी करना है, ऐसे भी सोना है, वैसे भी सोना है, कोल्ड शावर भी लेना है, ये भी लेना है, स्टीम सो. मैं घर पे ठीक था.
तभी वो ब्रेक होता है. तभी
Exactly.
वो 2-3 महीने के बाद जो ब्रेक होता है वो इसीलिए होता है कि इतना कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा.
As a coach and as a trainer, ये कहीं ना कहीं हमारी भी गलती है कि हम to prove ourselves हम उनको सब दे देते. नहीं सर, आप ये भी करोगे, आप ये भी करोगे. बोलेगा
Then
ठीक है
it
एक दो दिन
fails.
and they do it
Yeah.
1-2 days just to make sure कि they don't upset you, but third day they're like
Yeah.
sir
yeah.
आज नहीं sir कुछ काम आ गया sir
Yeah.
ऐसा.
And so there's another study which supports morning workout. This study says that your chances of skipping your workout reduces if you do
Correct.
it in the morning, because obviously
Correct.
अगर हम मॉर्निंग में कर रहे हैं तो इवनिंग में कई बार प्लान्स बन जाते
Exactly.
हैं, सो स्किप हो
Exactly.
जाता है, आपको ऑफिस में ज़्यादा टाइम रुकना पड़ गया,
Correct.
मल्टीपल रीजंस, बट मॉर्निंग में इट्स योर टाइम.
Of course it's your time. I agree it takes a little bit effort. वो snooze दबाना बहुत difficult नहीं है और 10 बार snooze दबाना भी difficult नहीं है, but ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जिसमें effort नहीं लगता? Effort हर चीज़ में लगता है.
And once it becomes a habit, then it is there for life,
Correct.
to
That
stay for the lifetime.
initial push is always required, and once you overcome that initial push, then it's like okay, so it's fine. And then even if one day you miss and you
Yeah.
feel like sleeping in,
Yeah.
it's all right. It's not a big deal.